Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com, and thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't done so, please do so right now. Subscribe to the Tom Brand 1 as well. Pretty funny channel. Do want to do a video, my Royal Rumble thoughts. Now, if you've seen the Royal Rumble, very beginning, hot crowd, very hot crowd. Opening bout, Mizdow and Miz versus the Usos. Usos win, but Mizdow, how over is Mizdow? Jeez, popping like huge. And usually Philly doesn't really pop for these type of like cheeseball gimmicks, but they really love Mizdow, and I do too. Popped huge. Next, you seen it was the Divas match, I believe it was. It was Paige and Natalie. Natalie looking like the Red Rooster. Someone messed up on her hair dye. Paige, great as usual. Then the Bella Twins. Bella Twins win, and I'm still very confused. I'm very into the details. How, if you remember a couple months back, basically Brie had to be Nikki's assistant after Brie lost to Nikki for 30 days. Then that 30 days passed, and then they've become friends again. Really never explained that. Just a little baffling. But Brie and Nikki did win. It is what it is. Was that match? Then you had the match of the night, I think, in the triple threat. You had Rollins, Cena, Brock, the crowd popped huge for. Cena booed out of the building. Seth Rollins had a couple of cheers. Honestly, I don't see what everyone is into, and I said this time and time before, what everyone finds so special about Seth Rollins. To me, he's just a younger version of Matt Hardy, and that's not saying it in a negative way. It just I don't see him being main event. I don't see him selling out the Garden. I don't see him selling merch. I don't get the look. Hair, two different colors. Listen, not for me. Brock, huge. Brock took some spots, some bumps that I wouldn't think he would, off the table. Notably, if you haven't seen it, check it out. But Brock wins. Basically what happens is they were playing off an angle where Brock was injured for about down and out for about 10 minutes. They had doctors come, Seth Rollins, John Cena going back and forth, and then all of a sudden Brock comes in and demolishes both of them. Gotta watch the match. It was probably one of the best triple threat matches, I think, in a while that we've seen. Then you had the actual Royal Rumble. Number 1 was The Miz. Number 2 was R-Truth. Kind of started off with a whimper. You had some surprises. You had Bully Ray, but he was going by Bubba Ray. He was in at number, I believe it was number 5 or number 4, one of them. He had a confrontation with Bray Wyatt, which was pretty good. After the Rumble, you kind of think that maybe this would lead into a feud going into WrestleMania for Bray and Bubba. I don't think it's one and done for Bubba. I think he'll be around for a little bit. Like I mentioned before, I think it will be good if we see Devon come in, where the Team 3D could go over put over the Ascension, because boy, the Ascension really does need help. Just going back, actually, speaking of Ascension, they actually beat the New Age Outlaws. Outlaws gave them the rub. So, that was amazing to see after the Ascension was pretty much just booed and shitted on as soon as they debuted, which, rightfully so. Anyway, Bubba was in the Royal Rumble. Good competition with Bray Wyatt. You also seen DDP make a surprise appearance. Had the Diamond Cutter on a few. Got a few pops. Then was on his way out. Boogeyman made an appearance as well. Titus O'Neil, and I think this is where it was botched. Titus O'Neil basically lasted 4 seconds. I think the whole thing, the reason why he was brought in there was for him to beat out Santino's shortest range streak, which didn't happen. I think that was maybe a botch that they made. As far as the actual Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns did win, and boy, surprisingly, it wasn't Daniel Bryan. Philly was all over that. Obviously, that was their favorite to win. When Roman Reigns won, wow, booed. Booed is an understatement. To kind of try to save this, Rock comes in, but he can't even give the rub to Roman Reigns. He was he was not able to do it. So it will be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania as it is right now. And he just can't really, I don't know, I think it's a little bit too soon for Roman Reigns. They're pushing him too soon. Not saying that he can't beat a face, but now it's too soon. Even Rock wasn't able to kind of turn the crowd. The crowd continued to boo after Reigns won. Interesting to see where this will take us. But right now, Reigns versus Lesnar. If you have a ticket to WrestleMania, I would be upset if you're going to see that main event. Reigns needs to work on his mic work. Believe That and Sucker and Succotash, I don't think will sell merch. I really don't. Reigns has the look, but he just doesn't have that Samoan charisma like The Rock does. So, I don't know. The crowd kind of died, halfway through the actual Royal Rumble match. But before then, it was a hot crowd. So, clearly, a year ago, we were cheering Roman Reigns. But then as time goes on, we realize that he still needs some work. Right now, he has about 2 months to get that work in there, improve quickly, because I just don't see how this will be a main event that a lot of people will be happy with. So just some of my random sporadic thoughts on Royal Rumble. Until next time, adios, over and out.